1, 2, 3. Action. Yeah, what is up guys? Fahan here with Zah once again, and today we have Lloyd here. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for inviting me today.
Yeah. And Lloyd is wearing a mask because he's shy, but not to worry because of IMDA. Under IMDA regulations, we're allowed to be unmasked during our bike reviews. Anyway, this is Lloyd's bike, the CB1000R.
Yep.
And earlier we just reviewed the Ducati Scrambler 800 night shift. And I cannot believe that the Honda is bigger than the Ducati.
But I have to say this bike is really muscular, you know.
Yes.
I just like it's not beastly or bulky, but the lines on this bike makes it really like muscular,
aggressive,
you know. Like
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Bagus nak cakap. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, so before Lloyd tell us a story about his CB1000R, I'm going to give a bit of background about it. Reintroduced as a neo-sports cafe racer concept in 2018, the Honda CB1000R is a naked class of motorcycle with retro-inspired cues. The CB1000R is part of the Neo Cafe Racer CB series of bikes. Its predecessor, the similarly named Honda CB1000R Hornet, had a rather modern design. It entered production in 2016. With the resurgence of retro-inspired motorcycles, Honda opted to reintroduce the CB1000R with retro cues, competing with Yamaha's XXR series. Engine is a 998cc liquid-cooled inline 4-cylinder DOHC with programmed fuel injection and a 6-speed manual transmission. In Singapore, unlike its XXR rival, the CB1000R is rarely seen on the streets, and it's an obscure bike. Alright guys, so shout out to our sponsor Lippy Moly.
Do check out their online store for awesome motorbike care related products.
Support us by clicking on the link below to view the range of products.
Or use our promo code upon checking out.
Hey you! Huh? Yes, you! Looking to finance your dream bike, but you cannot afford a brand new one, and the only other option is a used bike? Look no further! Xstall Global provides your motorcycle financing needs, including hire purchase plans for buying your bike that's used from the internet, COE renewals, refinancing for bikes under COI that your friend want to let go. Best of all, you can apply online, fuss-free, and Xstall's friendly credit executive will work out a plan to finance your dream bike. Xstall Global's goal is to create a cheaper, easier, and transparent platform for people to buy their bikes. What are you waiting for? Refinance your dream bike with Xstall Global. Alright, so Lloyd, we have another new cafe racer motorbike, and for yourself, why did you get the CB1000R?
Because one of the reason is the single side swing arm, which makes
nice, huh?
Yeah,
so I didn't realize that.
As someone that cleans and maintain my bike myself, it makes it a lot easier. So and every week you want to pump the air and all, it makes it very convenient, washing the rims and all.
I know how you feel. Because my one is both blocked by the exhaust
Yeah, in fact, this wasn't actually my first choice. My first choice was actually the Super Duke. Yeah, but because of COVID and all, I thought it's a better choice to take something that is slightly more affordable and more pocket friendly to have a bit of spare cash in case of any emergencies. Yeah.
Speaking of affordability, how much did you buy at the time?
I bought this brand new. It was around 30 plus K. Then
30 plus. At that time, how long was that?
Slightly under a year.
Not too bad. At least you got some experience with the bike.
Yep.
Comparing this to is this a single seater? Oh my gosh.
This cowl can be removed, so I bought this separately. So the thing about this CB1000R, they actually come in two variants, the 1000R and the 1000R Plus. So the difference between these two models is for the R Plus, it comes with this cowl, and there's supposed to be one tiny windscreen and a quick shifter. Yeah, but for me, I am someone who doesn't like to wait. So this was the only one that was in stock, and actually I wanted black.
So what do you think? Does it come in black?
Yeah, so they have this in stock. I took this, then I bought this in from Japan separately.
Where you got it from? Bunshu, I assume.
I bought it from Albert.
Albert,
Yeah.
did he give you a good deal?
Okay lah, reasonable lah. Yeah. Everybody have to make a living lah.
I always say that all bike shops are there to earn a living.
The business is there to make a profit lah. So as long as it's reasonable, it's not too much of a gap. I think it's okay lah.
So previously, before this bike, what were you riding?
My previous bike was the KTM Duke 390, the facelifted version. So from a single cylinder to a 4-cylinder, it makes life a lot more easier.
So the bike is not like struggling too much.
Not really. Like in terms of power, low-end power, the KTM 390 is actually very torquey and very powerful. Just that if you are going for a longer distance and all, the vibration kinds affect a little bit lah. And also the heat from the Duke is legendary lah.
It's hot.
Very hot.
This one not so hot lah.
Not so hot lah. In fact, on the first day when I got this bike, I went around Singapore. I did like 100 plus click. When I got home, I feel the engine like, okay.
Oh, okay.
Whereas my Duke, from my house to the first traffic light, I can really feel the heat on my leg. Yeah.
Okay. So how tall are you?
I'm actually 185. Yeah.
How's
So
the riding posture like?
riding posture is rather upright. The legs slightly towards the back lah. So it's not a little bit aggressive, but not too aggressive. And for someone my age, it's good for my back lah. Yeah.
It's like the Duke position, is it? Somewhat like that.
Somewhat similar. A bit aggressive, but not too aggressive.
In your own words, how would you compare the performance of this bike, its power, its handling, to somewhat similar bike in its category?
Okay, so similar category bikes, there was actually the Yamaha, the 900cc, then there's also the Kawasaki. So I did a comparison between the three bikes lah. So the Kawa, looks-wise, is not for me lah, because they have the fairing and all. I didn't quite like it, and green is not my color. And the Yamaha is very torquey, but it lacks in the top end range a little bit. So for this, it's the power curve is a bit more linear, but there was a little bit of a flat spot, maybe within the mid-end range lah. So what I did was I installed a rapid bike to cover the flat spot. So
There's
now,
ECU in it lah.
yeah, so now it rides more predictably lah. Yeah.
I see.
So are there riding electronics on this, riding modes?
Riding mode, it comes with 4 modes: user, standard, rain, and I think sports. Yeah. So most of the time I'm in the sports mode. Yeah, but then again, the thing about the sports mode is the throttle response can be a little bit twitchy on the low rev lah. So it likes to be rev a bit on the higher side.
So it's stocky lah, stockier than the other modes lah.
Yep.
So is this a TFT display, I assume?
No.
Oh, LCD.
Yeah, I bought this, then the TFT came out. Then I got very pissed.
Wasted.
Yeah. Upset.
Honda.
Yeah, Bunsiu very slow.
In Singapore is the last.
How is the fuel consumption like for this bike? Is it and how far can you go on a full tank?
Depending on how throttle heavy you are on your right hand. So for me, I don't ride that much actually. So within my couple of months of ownership, I've clocked maybe only 6,000 km. And the tank varies quite a bit because I don't have like a regular trip that I make on a daily basis. So it can vary from as low as 8 to maybe 15.
So far, have you sent the bike for servicing?
Yeah, I sent it a couple of times for the oil change and all.
Is it on the high side?
Okay lah, not too bad lah.
So where you usually go to send your bike?
Don't really have a regular shop yet because it's still so new lah. I've sent it to Honda once, not happy with them.
Honda, but they're the dealership
Expensive, slow, and
Oh yeah, right lah, yeah right.
the price is if you want to charge a premium for the service, then you have to provide the additional service that other people don't provide lah. But what they are doing is make me feel a little bit disappointed with them lah. Yep.
Honda, we are disappointed in you.
Yeah, actually I've been disappointed. You never replied to my emails also. I think I emailed them for test ride or what to do bike review, all they never replied. Have you encountered any issues or problems with this CB1000?
So far, no issues lah. It's been very reliable and robust, and have been serving me pretty well lah.
Okay.
So, how's the handling like on this bike?
Handling is pretty agile lah, cause the bike is relatively short, and so in terms of cornering and all, it's quite okay. The only problem was because of my height and my size, I have to adjust the the fork and the suspension setup. The good thing is fully adjustable. So after adjusting it towards my size, it's actually a bit more stiffer, which is what I prefer.
Okay.
But straight out from the factory, it was very comfortable, very soft, and very cushy. So you go over the humps, you don't feel anything. But what I wanted was something a bit more on the stiffer side, so I got it.
I think I have to say that I generally like the design. It's just bare bones. Almost reminds me of MT series bikes.
Yeah, true. Looking at the CB XXXX
Series.
the CB series. This bike,
That one. That one you know lah.
they have the same design feature. It's a more modernized naked bike compared to the Super 4 kind of setup.
Naked
right?
setup, yeah lah, correct.
So I really like the lines on this bike.
Yeah, me too actually. Lloyd, what is your so far best memory with your bike so far? In your 1 year of ownership.
Best memory, I haven't had a chance to do too much stuff with it, but I have a memorable one, just last week only. I was at somewhere collecting something, then this random guy came up to me. Bro, nice bike. Shook lah. Shook. Next thing came. Bro, 200cc. Not yet. Zontes.
Oh my god! What an insult, It's like adding insult to the injury.
This was just the last week so I was a bit perplexed because if you're not well versed with a motorcycle, you would shout out the random popular brands. Not the Zontes.
Oh no, that's an insult.
I think because of the badge because of the badge looks, Zontes has a badge, especially the G155.
Yes.
It has a badge by the side.
Circular badge.
The circular badge.
Yes.
I think it reminds that guy of that model.
The lines are so angular and all that. So I think that's why the first thing comes to mind, Zontes if you disregard the brand
Probably lah.
But please guys, don't ever come out to rider and say random thing that you don't know.
Zontes. At least if you say Yamaha, still acceptable So Lloyd, I noticed you have a Leo Vince exhaust here. What makes you want to change to Leo Vince? Or is there any other aftermarket pipe for this particular model?
I can't really remember why I chose Leo Vince. I think one of the key reasons is the looks lah. It looks really good with this bike.
How is the sound like compared to the stock?
The sound of the Leo Vince with the muffler in is softer than the stock pipe.
Serious?
Yeah, serious. So if you want to have a bit of sound, you definitely have to remove the muffler, but it will be at your own risk.
Oh, you mean without the aftermarket muffler, it's louder than what you put inside here?
Yep.
Funny, sure.
Yep, that's the reaction I got from the VCOM inspector.
Serious? What did he say?
Bro, why your aftermarket is softer than your stock?
So speaking of that, do you think that this is an eye catcher on the road?
Yeah, quite good lah. Turns a lot of head on the road because this bike itself is not very common on the road.
Yes,
in fact, so far throughout my ownership, I only met 2 other CB1000 on the road.
Wow, serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so can say it's brand new lah. I reckon that as longer production run, I perhaps to be more owners on the road lah.
I think
Hopefully.
I think if you have a chance to ride to Thailand on this bike, you don't have any problem because Thailand there, this bike is also available.
This bike is been there also.
Yeah. And also this engine has been around for 10 years from the Hornet until now. Then
So
it's something very robust and reliable.
Oh, you mean so this engine was previously
From the last gen 1000R. The only difference they make was I think they make it a longer stroke. So yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay, I understand.
I think parts no issue lah like that.
I think there's another bike, the CB1000R. It's also available in Singapore, but we have very rare.
Yeah, so if there's any CB300 riders, must approach them lah.
Yeah, I need to see one actually. So Lloyd, who would you say the CB1000R is for? What kind of riders would you recommend the bike for?
People facing midlife crisis, back pain, but occasionally you want to play the corners a little bit. This is good for you lah.
And can't go wrong with a Honda lah. It's reliable. and no need to worry about parts and
true.
serviceability also.
Yes, true.
So yeah, power of dreams lah. And my personal opinion, I think, is a unique bike. You know, never really see too much of it on the road. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, I mean, I just love the CB series, the headlight, you know. It's just very cool, modern, you know. Even though it's supposed to look like a retro, but it's very up to date.
Yes, correct. It's a neo cafe racer lah. Yeah. And once again, Lloyd, thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
for
out
having me.
to do
Really appreciate it.
this bike review with us. And once again, don't worry, under IMD regulation, we are allowed to be unmasked for the review. Lloyd is shy, so hope you understand lah. And any riders want to review the bike, you can touch us on our social media pages below.
Okay, if you have any comments, feedbacks and suggestions, put them in the comment section below. Like and share this video with your riding kaki, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to support us as well as our awesome sponsor, Liqui Moly. Alright, do check out their online store for a whole range of motorbike care product, and use our promo code upon checking out. If you see us on the road or anywhere outside, don't be shy, just say hi.
Yeah, that's it for the vlog, and we will see you in the next one.